Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the one and only your boy Hunter J23, and welcome to another very special edition of Independent Scene Podcast. I want to say my apologies for the delay, for the technical difficulties. You guys already know how technical difficulties go, but we are back. And for those of you that missed the beginning, I'm truly sorry. Everything was going good until technical difficulties happened, but we're back and we're gonna start from the very top, from the very beginning. So I ask that you guys come back and sit in on this conversation. It's been a dope conversation thus far. Talking with the one and only, my special guest Prophet. He's been filling us in, giving us some gems on his career, his moves, his family, his background, his musical mindset, his insight. But and I hope that you guys have been enjoying it. But with that being said, please welcome back my guest Prophet. Let's get it. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hold on, I'm trying to get him back in the building, guys. Let me see. What's up, Rome? My big brother. Shouts out to my big brother, Rome Jeter. What up? Y'all make sure y'all go follow my brother, Rome Jeter. That's the man on the mission. He is the man on the move. You feel me? Y'all go follow him. Y'all go tap in with him. I don't know why it's not letting you in, my Prophet. I don't know what's going on with Instagram, man. Trying to get this thing working. I don't know what's going on with. Hold on. Let me see. All right, leave out Prophet and come back in. Leave out and come back in. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I definitely appreciate you. I'm so glad to know that I have you and your advice to help me through my process as well. So definitely shouts out to you, Mr. Maurice Lottman. Shouts out to you, brother. I appreciate you. We're trying to get the man back in here, guys. You know what I'm saying? Again, we had some technical difficulties, but y'all already know how things like that go. So welcome back, Prophet. Let's get it. All right, we're back.
What's good? Look at the devil trying to mess up everything on the end of the Instagram world.
Right. Well, listen, as I said, you already know how technical difficulties go. So those of you that missed it, we're gonna recap this thing. Hope you know what I'm saying. We hope that you guys will definitely be inspired by this conversation. Please feel free to share this with your friends. Please screen share. Please record. And after the show, please make sure you send both of us. The parts that you guys got from this conversation. And we hope that you guys will enjoy it. So with that being said, once again, please introduce yourself to people for those of you that missed it. And we're going to jump right back into it.
Indeed. Well, again, my name is Prophet, Prophet. That's me. I am a neo-soul singer, and I am also the CEO of Prøphęt Productions. I do acting, and I also, like I said, just do singing, and that's pretty much it for right now. What's up, Eddie? How are you? And officially timeline. Oh, my guys are in the building.
Okay. So first things first, so we was talking about music, but I want to kind of take it in a different route now that we just started again. So talk to us about your company, Prøphęt Productions. Like what made you want to have your own business, your own your own company. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, Prøphęt Productions, we help independent artists to gain knowledge and wonderful education on the music business and also in the entertainment industry that they're in. So with Prøphęt Productions, a lot of people in the music industry, they know the music side, but they don't know the business. So, we have different people that's on our team. We have a chief financial officer. We have a mental health advocate. We have, different coaches. We have our production advisor. We have our brand ambassador, and we have our HR and different people that's just going to be teaching people who are part of prophetic production about the business side of the music industry, and helping them succeed in life as well.
Okay, so how do people get involved and get into, working with you in your company? Like, how does that process work?
We're getting inside of prophetic production. Literally just send us an email. The email is attached to um, my Instagram and also the prophetic production Instagram if you're not following it. And you can just email with an inquiry. We do have a $20 application fee to see where you are in your music game or in your modeling industry or in your acting industry, because we don't just do music, we do modeling, we do content creation, we do brand ambassading, and all sorts of things, and we're just now getting into fire performancing as well. So there's plenty of things that we're doing on that. After you fill out your application, then that's when you get to talk to me and my COO, which is Kamazi Williams, and we will assess where you need to go and how you need to go. And there's different tiers that you can pick from, and we go from there.
Okay, okay. So what? So to that point, so being your own businessman, being your own boss, not having really to work for anybody, but working for yourself. What is that? What is that? What is it like for you to know that you're working for yourself and you're making your own, and being able to really, like I said, be that entrepreneur, that leader that some people can really look up to and kind of mold themselves after.
Becoming a business owner has been probably the most joy that has been in my life so far. Prophetic Productions is my baby. Um, it's good to work by yourself, but I do want everybody to understand, once you have your own business, that doesn't mean that you get everything easy. It's actually more serious and more harder in a sense, because now your brand is everything that you're working for. So you need to make sure that you are able to be multitask, and you are organized, and you're just the type of person that's willing to get a lot of no's and maybe a few yeses, but just know that those yeses are major into the development of your company. And also, all money is not good money. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So now, talk us about the separation and the difference between Isaiah the person and prophet the person. Like, what are the similarity? Are there any similarities between the two, or is there totally two different people?
From Isaiah and Prophet, um, Prophet is serious and about his stuff, and Isaiah is comical. I'm gonna jump on you. I'm a clown on you. That's the type of that's the type of person that Isaiah is. But I don't like looking at it like a Hannah Montana type situation. I believe that there is prophet inside of Isaiah, and there is an Isaiah inside of prophet. We are all one and the same. Yeah, I think it's my own little trinity, if that makes sense.
Okay, okay. So as it relates to your music, your musical background, what was that like, growing up into the music in the music scene, growing up into the music world, hearing all sorts of songs from all sorts of artists and entertainers and people that came before you, and finally realizing and understanding, what it was going to take for you to actually succeed out here in the music realm. What was that transition like?
Well, at a long time of my life, I didn't know anything but, gospel for a long time. Because with being raised in a church, that's what, normally I would listen to. But, my mom, she was also big in R&B and soul. And then I started listening to old school, and I was just like, oh, that's a different vibe right now. Hold on now. And then I started getting, in love with that. And I knew that I wanted to do something eventually dealing with that. So that's what got me into transitioning from what I used to do strictly in gospel to now what I do in intertwining gospel affiliation with neo soul.
Okay. Okay. So to that point, let me ask you this because we all have seen how we've had artists who have went from secular to gospel or went from gospel to secular. So I get your feedback and your thoughts on the versatility and the transition between gospel, and as the folks like to call it, the worldly world, as they like to call it. What is that for you? Like feel like that's an issue that we do you feel like that's an issue, or do you feel like it's perfectly okay right now to have that versatility in the music world?
I believe it's necessary to have versatility in everything. Let me use an example. Jonathan McReynolds. Jonathan McReynolds, he was very skilled in writing R&B songs for a very long time before he became a gospel artist. Like there's some unreleased songs that Jonathan McReynolds has sung, and you would think like if he was to release that, he would be 100% an R&B artist. However, he stopped doing R&B because he said that God wanted him to be more involved um, into the gospel industry. So he chose that instead, but that doesn't mean that he's not diversified in both industries. Same thing with Lecrae. Lecrae, he started off as a gospel rapper, but then he transitioned into more mainstream and inspirational setting. Now for myself, I'm not necessarily choosing R&B or gospel. I'm intertwining both of them so that they can all live in peace and harmony. Because without R&B, there would be nothing, and without gospel, there wouldn't be any R&B. So yeah, they are intertwined.
Okay. So in your own few words, what has music meant to you? Like what has the foundation of music in its entirety meant to you?
Music has been my life alert. If it was not for music, I would not be here. I struggled with mental depression and suicide ideation for some time. And if it was not for music and me writing and me listening to, songs that brought me through hard times, I would not be here. So music is my life alert.
Okay. Now give us a few of your inspirations or people that you grew up listening to or watching that you sat back and you said, "Oh, one day I'm gonna be just like that." Like who was your inspirations growing up?
My inspiration growing up, other than my mom, is Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell, she's a very dope singer. I love, again, Jonathan McReynolds. I listen to Fred Hammond, Whitney Houston, and let me tell you something about Janet now. Woo! I love you some Janet Jackson. Oh my
Okay.
God. Love me some Janet. Yes, that'll forever be my number one.
Okay, okay, okay. So now, when you look at the spectrum of the industry that's coming up for us, that being the younger generation, what are your thoughts on the younger generation now coming into the fray and really being able to create a sound and create their style and flow and bringing their versatility to the forefront of the musical aspect? Like, what do you think about that?
I want the younger generation to understand that there is people looking at you even if you don't think that you are. So be mindful what you release. Um, People are listening to music now as if they are listening to their therapist. And if you put anything wrong in your lyrics, or if you put something influential in your lyrics that is going to cause a person to act a certain way or develop certain thinking, um, it's powerful. Words are powerful. And we see that also, like in statistics, how, music affects people. So I would just tell the young generation to make sure you are knowledgeable about what you're releasing because people are listening to what you're doing.
Okay, okay. So also on that note, still, what is some of the advice that you would give to the younger generation that wants to pursue this, that wants to chase their dreams in the music world? Like what is the tips and the advice that you would give them, and what are some of the steps that you would give real quickly that'll help them to succeed out here in this world?
I would tell them to follow before they lead. It's okay to get a mentor. It's okay to get a person that is actually watching over you or an overseer, to make sure that you are guided into the right direction. A lot of people, they want to be team me. And with this team me mentality, you know, a lot of people are now not succeeding to their best potential because they feel like they can do everything by themselves. I believe like with following and watching what the person do who's already successful in the industry would be more beneficial for the success, longevity.
Okay, okay. So when you look at your life and you look at your career and everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've done, you know, what has been the greatest or the greatest outcome about doing what you do and really being, you know, that lesson or that vessel for many more people that are watching you and that are looking at you?
So the lesson that I've learned that helped people watch me pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
The lesson that I've learned is just because this may be yours does not mean that it's somebody else's. I used to be a person that liked to give opportunities and situations and all that I had to other people because I just wanted to see everybody succeed. And then I forgot about my own self. So I would just tell people to make sure that you're winning alongside of you also helping other people as well. Because a lot of people, they'll just cater to you until they get what they want and then they'll deuce out. So just be mindful of your surroundings because at the end of the day, this is somewhat of a competition because everybody in this music game doesn't make it.
Right, right. I agree. So let me ask you this. So when you think about, you know, the women of the music world, you know, you have so many wonderful, spectacular, amazing female vocalists and artists out here that are really shutting it down. I got to get your insight on the women of the music world taking over and really putting their stamp on, you know, what they're trying to do and what they're trying to put out there.
Well, shout out to Alicia Marie. Alicia Marie is an upcoming icon. She's definitely going to shut down the industry coming up. A lot of people need to watch out for her. I believe that she is a female and a woman that women will be allowed to follow. She has a story. She has, you know, a movement, not just a monument. And I believe that right now people need to hop on before the ship go, um, because she's one to watch out for, Alicia Marie.
Okay, okay. So now, when you we talked about this, you know, in the previous show, but you know, when it comes to, you know, gracing the stage and stepping onto the stage, you know, what is your mental capacity like before you hit that stage?
I'm nervous as hell. However, as soon as I hit the stage and I grab that mic, like it all just goes away. And now I'm gonna give you a show like never before. So that's pretty much what I'll be thinking. Is just give it all and leave it here. People came to see you, especially if I'm getting paid for a gig. Like people have spent their money to come and see you, so you need to leave it all on the stage.
Most definitely, most definitely. Okay, so 5 to 10 years, you know, so you're doing music, you know, you're activist, you know, you're acting, you know, you're singing, you're doing all these different wonderful, extraordinary things. You know, I gotta ask, 5 to 10 years from now, what can we see next from you? What will be next for you, you know, alongside these three hats that you wear?
Wonderful question. Well, 5 to 10 years, there's going to be some exciting things. Hopefully, I'll have, you know, a couple of awards under my belt by then. I'm opening up my own management company. I'm starting soon called KP Management. So, a lot of people need to watch out for that. I have signed some amazing artists that you all know. So, Y'all not ready. I'm going on an international tour next year. I'll be going to Africa, London, Australia. So I'm very excited about that. Um, I got a deal with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime is going to be putting my album into a visual album. So not only is it going to be an album, but it's actually going to be turned into a movie. So that's a blessing. That's an exclusive, y'all. So if you missed it, you missed it.
Hey, congratulations, congratulations. Much success to you on that, man. It's definitely good to see young African American black men like yourself that can really showcase what it's like to really be in your own vision, build your own vision, create your own birth, create your own. That's definitely amazing. So definitely much success to you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Most definitely. So, so now let me ask you this. So when you speaking in front of people or talking to people, do you ever get nervous and talking to people, or do you always just necessarily feel like you have that gift to be able to connect with the people that connect with you?
I believe that it's definitely a gift for me to talk to people, which is again why I went into psychology. Um, when I first had started before this music thing, um, I enjoy just helping out people and just seeing them succeed. I want everybody to succeed in their own way. Um, I want everybody to win, but in reality, they have to want it for themselves. I get more nervous singing on stage than me talking to an individual. I look at everybody, and I know this is crazy, but I have an old soul mentality. I look at everybody as my babies. So like if you in my circle, I'm gonna treat you like you're one of mine, and I just have a heart for people.
Okay, okay, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. All right, so now let me ask you this. So when it comes to artistry and it comes to artists, and this is gonna come as a curveball, but has there been any particular artist or entertainer that you've seen that you're like, yo, I would love to work with this entertainer or work with this artist because I know that we will see bond mesh together, that this will be something that would truly blow us out of, that would truly blow the love and support out this world. Like, what have you had those experiences yet?
Where I want to work with someone, I'm very excited to work with them.
Yes.
Um, hmm. I'm not sure who. Okay, I guess I definitely would want to do a song with Jonathan McReynolds because me and him have the same flow. So I would say yes. I would love to work with him on a project together. But that's pretty much all I would say as of right now that I would be curious of working with and on that aspect. I would most certainly love to help ghostwrite for a lot of people again, because that was probably one of the most funnest times of my life was when I ghostwritten. So yeah.
Okay. So on that, so talk us a little bit about that, and what is ghostwriting, and what are some of the steps that it takes to be an awesome ghostwriter? What are those? What are the fundamentals of being a ghostwriter?
Okay, so with being a ghostwriter, it's all about really connection. And you have to have, inputs within the entertainment industry. And you have your NDA ghostwriting and you have your exclusive open-ended ghostwriting where they'll give you credit, public credit that you was one of the people in their songs. So with that being said, I just love the fact that you got to be in the same room with somebody who you appreciated. A lot of independent artists, they be like, oh, I write my own songs. I will forever write my own song, blah, 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 blah. That's good. But, some of these A-list and B-list celebrities that we listen to every day, they don't even write all their songs. But yet they get, millions and millions of dollars from, having help with a person who has appropriate pen work. So like you'll see me post on my stories about songs that you thought that a person wrote a song, but Kevin Ross probably wrote it, or Tony Luke could have wrote it, or Trey Songz could have wrote it. Like, a lot of people, they believe that all these people write their songs, but they really don't. They only have a small session in it.
Okay, okay. So you mentioned getting your mind actually prepared. But when you're in studio and you're putting out this music, what is it like sitting in the studio and putting out countless and countless you know masterpieces of your music? Like what is that time like being spent in your studio?
Um, at home or like in the studio that I go to at AMI.
Either or.
So, in my studio at home, me and Kamazi, who's my MD, as I mentioned before, shout out to you, Kamazi, much love. Um, you know, we just go, he'll just start playing something on the piano, and then I might hear something, and I'll start scatting to it, and those scattings may turn into words. Sometimes it may happen in 30 minutes, like Woke was written in 30 minutes. Um, and sometimes it may happen over time, like 2 weeks or a week or a couple of hours. So it all depends on vibes, how we feel. And I'm all about a vibe. If something is not right, um, I'm definitely going to say something, especially to, my band and to my background singers. Um,
Okay, I feel that. So when it comes to making beats and having the beats behind your music, what type of do you usually necessarily look for or go for?
what do I look for or go for?
Yeah, and as far as beats wise.
As far as beats, I don't look at anybody else's beats. Literally everything that's a part of my projects, I don't get any type of spiciness or suggestion from anybody else's music. Literally all my beats that are on my album or on my projects, I've heard inside of my head, and I've communicated it with my band, and we produced it. I don't do beat making music as of right now. Everything has been live band on my album, so that's
Okay.
cool.
Okay. So we do have a fan question, and that fan wants to know, is there any shame in having a ghostwriter?
No, there should be no shame in having a ghostwriter. A lot of people believe that you should be shameful with having a ghostwriter, but no, per se, I've never had a ghostwriting before, but I would not be opposed to it, because writer's block is a real thing, and somebody may give you, you know, an aha moment that may spark that, writer's block. And we have to be careful when we say, shame with ghostwriting, because with ghostwriting, it doesn't mean that the person may be writing the whole song. That person could have just literally gave you one line, and you from that one line that be like, oh snap, that makes sense, and then you start
Yeah.
doing something else. But you
Okay.
still have to give that person credit as a part of ghostwriting for that. But go ahead.
Okay. Okay. I feel that. I feel that. Okay. So now, and I don't know, and I think we probably spoke about this earlier, but when it comes to people that are now um, getting to know who you are as a person, getting to know who you are as an artist. What can the people expect, or what are they, coming into getting to know who you are? What are they? What can they look for or expect from you?
Whatever you think I am, I'm not.
Okay, okay,
And the reason why I say that is because 1619 is going to be very educational, with, like I said, the 400 years of slavery. But my next album after that is already we're already starting on it, and it's called King Solomon, and that's going to be a strictly sex album, and that's because King Solomon in the Bible was a freak. So I'm going to give you some sexual bops that's going to make you be like, Prophet, what did you just say?
okay,
But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
expect the unexpected from Prophet.
Okay. Okay. And I definitely, so I definitely respect that. So for those of you that, what I'm saying, make sure you tap in with that. Whenever it does. All right. So my last three things I want to kind of touch base with you on is when it comes to, growing up, and then, your family to back you up, having your mom, of course, that supports you, having um, what is that like having your family and your friends behind you, what I'm saying, since day one? What has that been like?
It's been a blessing. It has been a blessing. I will say that with having family and friends, all family and friends have not stayed. Some have left because they feel like now that you're on another pedestal, oh well, you're cocky or you move this and you're not the same anymore. No, like I just matured. That has nothing to do with being cocky or anything. But the people that have stayed and have stood in my corner for these years, I'm truly thankful for, and I hope that nothing but blessings keep on coming to them, for all the support that they give me, because it's hard out here. So just to have a good support system, it has been a blessing. I can't complain.
Okay, okay. So now talk to us about, what I'm saying, and again we talked about this also in the previous convo, but you come across you come across so many amazing people. You touch so many, but one in particular, and we spoke about him earlier. You have a very dope vocal coach and vocal teacher. Once again, that being Maurice Lautner. What, just real quickly, talk to us about that relationship and how did you two come together and mesh so well together?
Me and Maurice, like I told you before, he is the best mentor in the whole entire world. He encourages me. He does things that no other mentor I have had previously has ever done. And he's always just gonna give it to it like it is. Like he's not gonna be that yes person. He's never been that yes person. He's gonna just drop the bomb and he's gonna say, "Hey, that's what it is." But that has helped me grow, and if it wasn't for him, I would have never grown to the artistry or the artist that I am now. Um, and he's just phenomenal. And we met each other through church. So it's been a blessing for knowing him. And that was like in 2016. Yep, 2016. So we've known each other for a while. And even like now, like he didn't have to come to my interview, but he popped in. He's always supportive. He comes to my shows even. It's amazing. He's great.
Most definitely. Definitely. All right, and so my last and final thing, man, you know, when it's all said and done, and you have truly cemented your legacy, your name, and everything that you've accomplished to the, as they say, to your, to the future of the next future generation. What do you want the people to know and always remember about you?
One thing that I want everyone to know about me and remember about me is he had a heart like no other. He had dedication like no other, and his hard work was like no other. Um, I want people to remember me for my characteristics and my morals. Um, I like when I tell you that I love everybody, I genuinely love everybody's, even my enemies, because I know that deep within they have a love for me, but they just don't know how to give it to me properly because they wish that they had something within themselves. So I pray for everyone, and I hope that everyone makes it like I told you before in their own way. So yeah, that's what I want to leave as a legacy, and of course, always put God first and everything that you do.
Okay. Okay. Well, definitely must say that I have truly, I have been, in awe of listening you and learning about you and your career and your background. And this conversation has truly been amazing. Definitely, once again, much success to you and everything that you. Much love and respect to everybody that came through and showed love and tapped in with us. I definitely appreciate you guys for being my viewers and definitely showing the love and tapping that and showing those hearts. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my time. I am the one and true living 23 of Independent Scene Podcast. Special thanks to my guest Prøphęt for coming through. It's happening with us real quickly. Let people know where they can follow and tap in with you at.
You can follow me on @_FulfilledProphecy on my Instagram. You can also follow me on my Facebook @FulfilledProphecy as well. And also you can follow Prophetic Productions with Prophetic Productions LLC on Instagram as well.
That part, and with that being said, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, as I said at the top of the show, please feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. Please feel free to go and grab as much advice that you got from this conversation. Send it to us and share it with us on your pages. We will retweet it, we'll reshare it, the whole 9 yards. But with that being said, like I said, thank you guys for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time on another edition of the Podcast. We out, guys.